Oh, this image has been haunting me since it has come out. Oh, the nightmares. That's just for the future, but we still have PTCGO now, right? We still have it, but please don't leave me. Before we begin, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the channel, PTCGO Store, where you can buy codes with 5% off using the discount code FTW, and PokéXWord, a Pokemon puzzle and crossword website. Links to both of these websites are linked in the description down below. Now, let's get going. Yes, the end is nigh for PTCGO, but alas, we shall continue on and look for some crazy decks. Speaking of today, we have Hatterene VMAX, a card that I did want to take a look at since coming out in Crown Zenith and actually being pretty interesting. Because of that Witch's Domain ability, once during your turn, you may move up to 2 damage counters from your Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. And this stacks, so if you have multiple Hatterene VMAX in play, you can heal a lot of damage in play and just throw them onto your active, effectively making you hit bigger numbers, which is really, really cool. And also getting yourself into a position where you could move damage counters around with Radiant Alakazam and cause some damage here and there, which I think is quite nice. And if you combine it with the likes of Old Cemetery, Horror Energy, you're putting a lot more damage counters onto your opponent's side of the field than they are probably comfortable with. And it definitely makes this G-Max Smite not as bad as it seems, of course, because with 1 energy and a turbo energy, you are doing 130, which is very, very lackluster. But as I said, with this ability and other abilities and effects in play, it definitely adds up, which is really where this deck gets interesting. And I've had a lot of cheeky KOs here and there, a lot of multiple price turns here and there where you really shouldn't be. So another card we have in it is Zacian V to help accelerate to the Hatterene VMAX, effectively allowing you to charge it up in 1 turn, which is very, very strong if you are going first. But if you are struggling and you're going second, Hatterene V still has that horoscope attack. And look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may attach any number of energy cards you find there to this Pokemon, which is pretty neat. And you also have teleportation burst, which is a hit and run attack, which again is not that bad. So ultimately, you have a pretty solid VMAX here, and we are going to be taking a look at it today. So without further ado, let's get moving. Oh, okay. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Arceus, Duraludon. I mean, we can build up. If only we got the attachment for turn here on a basic energy, because we would be able to build up one that can deal with this Duraludon. But then again, we could just attach here and just evolve and hopefully hit the Arceus. Yeah. So it means I kind of have to manually build up another Hatterene VMAX, which kind of sucks. Oh, but it is what it is, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get the Bibarel going. Throw down the Old Cemetery and go for... do I Marnie here? Do they have it? They could have it next turn, knowing them. I'm going to Marnie them. See if we can build up our Hatterenes. Ah, damn it. We Marnied them out of a good hand. God damn it. Let's bench you, get rid of Cemetery, and get another Hatterene down. Right? At least we get a hit in this Arceus, which is kind of good. I'll take that. That's fine. That's all good with me, mate. That's absolutely fine with me. Also, if you're wondering, I'll probably put this one first for the sake of cohesion. But if you're wondering about my my extended thoughts from the PTCGO thing that happened recently, you know, I haven't been ignoring it recently. It's just that yesterday's video was pre-recorded before the news. I go a bit more into that in other games, so don't worry. I'll go into more of that in the future the latter part of this video. So I will adjust it a bit more. I've already made the points. They're on games I've already played, but I probably want to put them more towards the end. So, yeah, just pointing that out quickly while we're here. Anyway, that said, we are hitting... If they hit us here, we should be able to get a return KO, which is kind of a big move for us. Now, what we need to do is getting energy on this Hatterene, and then on the bench Hatterene, and then effectively go for a Raihan. Or what we can do is attach to the active... no, Duraludon will KO us by that point. I was going to say we could manually attach to the active and then just retreat and switch. Oh, yes, I see. I understand. Okay, get over it, phone. It ain't all about you, Chief. Okay, not a problem. They're going to start off, obviously get their Duraludon going. And we just have to try and work on a Hatterene here, which is a bit scary. A bit on the scary side of things. This is my favorite deck to play, by the way. So... it's cool to play against it as well. I really, really like Arceus Duraludon. I think it's really fun. And it kind of is a self-sufficient deck, so to speak. It's got a very straightforward strategy, and it's basically like simple but effective. Unfortunately, though, it will be terrible post-rotation. but it's cool now and very, very strong now. That said, we're going to go ahead and definitely KO this Arceus. And then obviously Duraludon will KO us. And then we just got to hope we find our Raihan. A good, cheeky, what would be really nice here? Oh, maybe I do. Do I Marnie again? A Forest Steel Stone would be so sick here. Okay, we're going to Marnie again. I really need that Forest Stone, bro. So really, really, really take me there. Okay, double Raihan. We should get the KO, right? Because of our... oh, no, I think we actually... Do we whiff the KO? No, I think we get it. I think we just about get it, which is wild. Let's just work up on our Hatterenes here. I don't know how Alakazam's going to be useful right now, but... Okay, so we Witch's Domain to the Arceus, and thankfully, that puts us straight into a 1-hit KO. Look at that. Jesus Christ, the maths is dead on perfect. They're going to KO us, we Raihan, and then we hit them, and then hopefully we can just respond with a couple of the Witch's Domains with a KO on the Duraludon VMAX, and that would be absolutely massive for us. So let's hope that's how it turns out, because that's how your boy wants it to be, okay? That's what we're looking for here. We could take this out with the right cards at the right time. Thankfully, no Marnie, so we're not getting gusted out here. So there they go, take their prizes. We just got to try and get rid of this thing before they get another one ready, which is kind of the fear. Probably are going to get another one ready in time, you know? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Right, so we're going to Raihan and then just get a basic Psychic. Let's get that out of there. Yes, lovely. Right, so we can now hit this Donny. I also would like a stadium to counter the Crystal Cave, because that might offset the maths a lot. The one stadium, though. Oh, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. We'll probably get rid of Research and You and just get... We could double Bibarel or we could double Hatterene. I'm gonna go double Bibarel. I need to draw some extra cards here. I need to really dig a little bit, find that... Oh, they've probably got another Crystal Cave in there somewhere. Oh my God, we got it just like that? Okay, you're telling me that's what's going on over here, right? You're telling me that's the shit. Oh my God, the Hatterene as well. Yeah, it's gonna be a big ask here, but the confusion could help as well. The confusion could be massive. Granted, they could have double Switch in hand, but the confusion could be really huge here. This could be really, really big. And if they try and retreat and just like wait a turn, I'll just gust it up, bro. I'll just do my thing. Oh, this is big. This is big. Escape rope. Oh no. Oh no. What do I do? I probably put a Bibarel up, right? I think I put a Bibarel up. Oh, escape rope, you cheeky bugger. You cheeky bugger. Means I need to find a Switch or an Air Balloon, of which we've seen neither of just yet, by the way. Bearing that in mind. But the confusion could be big here. Parasol. Damn it. Parasol's going to stop the confusion, unfortunately. But we will get a return hit of 150. Unfortunately, there'll be no damage in play unless I actually put it into play by attaching to Bibarel, but even then it won't be enough. Unfortunately, we need to get an extra 3 damage counters. Alakazam could do something here. We could do something here. We could for sure do something. We can get a KO here, I think. But it's so risky. My gosh. We got to try it, right? So the strat is to attach to Bibarel, and Old Cemetery will put 2 damage counters on it, right? Then we Witch's Domain. This should work because it's an ability, right? It does. Onto that. And we just need Alakazam to move the damage off this one to the active, and we take a KO. So we just need an outs to Alakazam, which we should have a decent odds here. And we get it on top. This is nuts. Are you joking? Just like that, bro. Oh my God. This play is filth. Let's get you here. We can draw some more cards as well while we're at it. Could thin. No, we'll keep the balls just in case. Nice. Okay, so we Alakazam. Painful Spoons. Yes. Oh my God, did we just do that? I probably should have kept the damage counter on there, but I got excited. VMAX Smite is going to take out the Duraludon because of that perfect mathematics. Look at that. That is filth. Oh my days. Oh my days. That is wild. We might be able to do this, baby. And hopefully, if they don't find their other Parasol, we could just confuse them. And get our dub that way. They're going to boss us. Okay. Oh, that's game. No, we had a chance. We had a chance, but it didn't work. Oh, we tried. We tried. We almost got there, but you know what? It is what it is, right? Alrighty, baby, we're playing Lugia. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Yeah, I know. I always say I want to play against meta decks, and I think I've gotten to a point on the ladder now where they actually have faith in my skill. But please... Not anything but this. Do I get another Hatterene V down here? I could definitely do it. That's for sure. It means ditching a Raihan, which feels rough. But they're not going to get a KO next time. We know how Lugia does its thing, right? So I'm going to go just get rid of the Raihan. We played 2 Raihan anyway. I want to get as much Hatterene as possible. Like, we're going to kind of struggle a bit here, I think. We don't really have... I mean, we do avoid the one at KO just about, I think, with Lugia. Could be wrong, but I think we do. Which then means, obviously, when we do take hits, we want to bring back as much damage as possible. But I'll be honest with you, we don't have a good matchup against Lugia. Obviously, we're a VMAX that doesn't even do what Mew does, and Mew even struggles against Lugia VMAX. So it's just a bad matchup altogether. But it's not about that. We're just trying to have fun at the end of the day and try different things. That's the whole point of the channel. So anyway, that aside... yeah, so you noticed in yesterday's video, I didn't really comment on the PTCGL news, which is, of course, PTCGO effectively shutting down. Of course, they haven't announced the sunset or shutdown yet, but they will. It's going, obviously, even if PTCGO stays active for another year, the fact that it's not receiving expansion support, no one's gonna play it, mate, unless people... really don't care about the new expansion, are happy just playing the game without it, but that's a very few amount of people, in my opinion. So, with that news, yeah, I know I didn't comment on it much yesterday, but I wasn't trying to avoid it or anything down that line. I just recorded that video before the news came out, and I just uploaded it later because I think the news to me was more important and had to come out first. So that's why. Anyway, let's just I'll go more into that in a bit. Let's just play the game. We want to have, as I said, as much Hatterene out as possible. Obviously, we're going to attack here for 150. They're going to attack into us. I would like to maybe get another Hatterene V down. Again, really just hammer home that idea of putting, but then, you know, how much of a difference will it make? That's the question I'm asking here. I think I'm going to keep this stone. I'll attach the stone now. We have 2, so I'm going to attach the stone here and keep it just for future use. You never know how it could go, eh? And I think we just go for VMAX Smite. The only thing I'm hoping is VMAX Smite, the confusion can hopefully swing our way, right? If we can get some turns where they're confused and they whiff, that could be a massive game changer for us. So that's something I'm kind of hoping on. I'm also hoping on them not getting a KO here, because that means we'd have to dig for Raihan if they do. So a lot of things we're kind of hoping on here, definitely for sure. And I have a feeling they're not going to go... Oh no, they could just retreat this Lugia, right? Do they have... No, they haven't got both Arceus just yet, but you know, we know how Lugia works. Always gets it turn 2 most of the time, if not turn 3. Still interesting. Probably going to get it. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so in that video, I didn't really cover it because there was no news at that point. But that aside, I have obviously posted that video talking about it, and there's obviously a ton of reaction, a ton of feedback as well, and a lot of, you know, 2 sides, so to speak. It's the aggron variant. Yeah, a lot of 2 sides of the coin, which is very interesting to see at the end of the day. But that said, the majority consensus is that it is, you know, PTCGL just isn't ready, unfortunately, and there's a lot of doubt that it will be ready in the coming future. But that said, you know, one thing I never really pointed out was what I'm going to decide to do content-wise, because everyone else has been saying what their decision is about how they're going to go. Andrew Mahone said he's going to reduce the gameplay online and increase his tabletop content, which, although is more expensive, is just his way of seeing things. You fraud! They got the KO. Damn it! I'm going to keep... I'll play PTCGO, I think. I will explore different areas of content, which will definitely be interesting. I've already got some ideas in the works, but PTCGO will still be the main Donny. Yeah, this is bad, by the way. This is very bad. To attach this, we definitely need... Oh, no, we got this. We got the seals. Yeah, we got the seal stone for Raihan. Okay. That's fine, at least. We can Raihan. Okay, there's that. But they're probably just going to KO me next turn again, aren't they? God, this is just Lugia on display, mate. I can't even play. Oh, the oppression, bro. Look at it. They're just going to KO me again. Oh, my God, that is brutal. Unless the confusion comes into play. We have to hope the confusion pulls through. That's the dream, right? If the confusion pulls through, we buy a turn. And hopefully we can get through. Jesus, we're getting battered, mate. Absolutely battered. Yeah, I will continue to play PTCG Live because ultimately, I like making road decks. I think it's more about the road decks, and I'm sure a lot of you guys, or at least I hope a lot of you guys watch the video more so for the entertainment side of it, you know, having a laugh, taking it easy, trying different decks, trying different things, exploring great decks here and, you know, having those times where I just get battered. I think there's fun in that. I hope that is more important than the client itself. As long as I can provide that gameplay and fun for you, I hope that's more important. And that's kind of you know, I do have worry, of course, because, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys as well who sit there and who's just not going to watch anymore because they don't like what they see on the screen, which I completely understand. But I hope a lot of you can kind of overlook that and say, and just go, right, okay, you know, we're here for a good time. Even though the client's not good, we're still here for a decent shout. So that's my hope. So I'm going to continue doing PTCGL. And ultimately, as I said in the video anyway, I assume that, oh, they're going to hit me with a Crobat? I guess so. The weakness, right? If they have a Crobat VMAX, it's a wrap, bro. Yeah, and ultimately, I do think PTCGL will eventually get to a spot where it'll be, you know, acceptable. It'll be fine. You know, it will get there. I definitely have faith that it will. That's a certainty. Right. Oh, gosh. This is why I want a boss, right? I want a gust. I really, really want a gust here. Let's get rid of you and get another Bibarel. Maybe I should have added a... Maybe, shoulda, woulda, coulda, you know how it is. I need a boss or a Serena. That'll be a big deal here. An absolutely huge deal. Although they could just come out Crobat and potentially cause a problem. Okay, so we got Serena. And what I can do here is move some damage counters around a little bit. I can get myself Alakazam, right? And the only annoying thing is I'm bloody poisoned. Right, so what I do is now I go ahead and just start Witch's Domain, because obviously I'm going to Gust, so there's no point because I'm going to KO this anyway. So we're going to Witch's Domain onto the Crobat. Twice. That's cool. Right. Which means the Crobat won't KO me next turn. We then Serena, the big Donny, this big Donny. Although, to be fair, a Lugia VMAX will just take me out afterwards. But, hey, we tried, okay? We tried. And then we can Alakazam this damage onto, we could keep working on the Crobat, maybe, or the Lugia. I think we work on the Crobat at the end of the day. Although Crobat's probably coming up next. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but, hey, game's the game, right? Yeah, we're just going to put the Lugia damage onto this Lugia. At least we're seeing what this deck can do. It's just against a bad match. There's that G-Max Smite. But the damage we have on us probably is going to seal our fate, I think. I think that's probably just going to be it, unfortunately. I will still show this because you know what? I'm just being real with you. This is how it is. Oh, yeah, they could just come with this bad boy, right? Yeah, the Merciless Strike, bro. 5 energy, though? Is that 5? Yeah, I thought it was 6 for a second. 5 energy? I mean, I get it's 300 raw damage. It does make sense, and obviously they can do the turbos and stuff. But do they have it like that? Oh yeah, there they go. Look at that. That's mental. Absolutely mental. GG's. How much damage did they do there? 310. No wonder we're seeing Aggron come up, bro. Just straight 310. Easy dubs, bro. GG's. All right, let's hope we have something a bit more desirable. And it looks like we've got the Lunatone and Solrock deck here, I would expect. That's not terrible, actually, because we can move damage. Yeah, we could really do some stuff here, actually, moving damage-wise. Hopefully, get some multiple prize turns built up. That's kind of the dream. It's a bit of a shame we got this in the active, though. But yes, as I was saying before, what was I saying before? yes, I will continue to make content on rogue decks because that's what I do best and that's what I love the most. And that's not going to stop because, you know, no matter the client, it's as I said in the original video, we're talking about PTCG Live and the news of PTCGO effectively shutting down. That's more important to me than the client, you know. That's what makes me enjoy the game. So that's it. Now, the bugs are going to happen here and there. I found a bug yesterday, and I think it might have been a new bug. Where the... okay, you're kind of pointless here. So we can get you out of the way. Well, we'll get back to the PTCGL talk in a second. Let's just keep playing. Let's go for Hatterene V. Get you down. Do we just go ham on the Hatterene V stuff? I think we do, because I'm going to probably... Do I Serena next turn? Do I Serena next turn? Or do I Ultra Ball away Serena and Turbo for... Oh no, I can do this. Oh, that seems weird though. I don't like that. I'm going to play Quick Ball. And I'm going to get rid of Ultra Ball. Yeah. I could get a Bidoof down, but I'm going to lean into this. We're going to see how this pans out. All right, we see how this works out for us. We have 2 switches and 2 air balloons, so we should hopefully find a retreat out. I'm going to do it like this. And we got the turbo to attach next turn. Hopefully, just get rid of the top deck with Serena and draw 5 fresh cards. Hopefully, get us into a spot of moving damage around. Thankfully, if the Zacian takes a hit, we can still use Hatterene to move damage up. But we'd effectively need 4 Hatterene, and that's only moving 80 damage. So we can't just KO a Lunatone with the Hatterene alone. But I'm hoping if we manipulate things with Alakazam, it might be better. Maybe I should have added some scoop ups here to like reuse Alakazam multiple times and really start moving damage about. I don't know. There's things to think about for sure. There is really things to think about. Anyway, yeah, so that's the goal for the PTCGL stuff. But as I said, I will be exploring different content avenues that is Pokemon TCG related. And hopefully it can incorporate like my style of humor and editing and all that kind of stuff to really make some fun, interesting videos. That's the next step, I think, for the channel anyway. But as I said, we'll just see how it goes, but we will continue the PTCGL stuff and rogue decks. Be interesting to see how the economy works and how, because I do very much agree with, I think I'm going to bring up probably, I could go for a hit and run here with Hatterene V, or I could go for a horoscope, or I could just retreat to Alakazam. Although Alakazam's kind of a big part of what I want to do here, the strategy, right? I'm gonna, let's Fog Crystal quickly, get another Hatterene. Oh, we're going in. We're committing. I could go for a Roar of the Sword, but I like the idea of going for a teleportation burst, right? They could KO Zacian. Oh gosh, I don't know, but I'm going to the Zacian. I don't want him to. I don't want to lose Alakazam. It's such a crucial part of what I want to do here. I want to move the damage about and set up the KOs with Hatterene V, VMAX's ability. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to put them all in a position where, like, okay, if we're moving 6 damage counters, I want to have 3 damage counters on as much cards as possible. So if any of them come into the active or we gust into the active, we can just use Hatterene to KO them and take multiple prize turns. Alakazam's huge for that. So that's why I'm not putting in the active. But anyway, as I was saying, PTCGL will still be using that. And I think, you know, we'll get to a point of being comfortable with it. But yeah, as I said, the bug that I found, funny enough, was retweeted by Andrew Mahone himself. So it definitely was something of significance to a degree. And a lot of people definitely was interested in it, was when I was playing Regis, right? I was playing the Regis on PTCG Live. I played Ultra Ball, and it wouldn't let me get a Regis. It just wouldn't let me pick it up. So you know when you Ultra Ball and then you kind of click it to put it into place to select that's the one that you want from the Ultra Ball or drag it down, it just didn't do it. It did it with all the other Regis, like Reggie Drago, and I think it was Reggie Rock or something, or Reggie Gigas. But the Regis, which was the one I needed, and that was also the only Reggie left I needed to get onto the bench to activate Reggie Gigas' ability, it wouldn't let me do it. I missed a whole turn where I would have got a KO just because of that bug, which in a game is huge, especially in Regis. Regis, every turn matters. So yeah, I discovered that and I was like, yeah, this is bad. So we may run into that kind of stuff in the future, and we're just going to have to take it on the chin and be like, right, it is what it is, right? It's the game, nothing we can do. And just hope that eventually they they fix it out and start getting rid of those problems. But my only concern, and I mentioned this in the other video, is the coding seems really bad. The coding seems terrible because implementing something as simple as visual changes, which is clearly just implementing a whatever file it is, an MP4 or whatever file, an M4A, I don't know what file they're using to implement video playback. But that video loop of each board that they've implemented shouldn't really have that much of an effect on other elements of the game. But stopping this discard pile scrolling, having weird selection areas in different parts of the board, even on your opponent's side, all these weird bugs that have just appeared from implementing something like that shows terrible coding. And that's a big concern of mine. It's like, okay, well, hopefully they make it better, but they might have to rebuild it from the ground up, mate. They might have to sit there and go, right, we have to go back to the beginning because there's things at the beginning that's breaking by implementing new things. It's very bad. Anyway, look, ultimately, I will continue on PTCG Live, and we'll just hope that things improve. And that's the best bet right now. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be an absolute journey, an experience for sure. And I hope you stick around for it because it's going to be an interesting one. Right, so did they get the KO? They didn't, which is good. And we've got a nice little cheeky hand here. If we can... Okay. We're going to research now. I want to get all the Hatterene VMAXs out, baby. Okay, that's one. That's one bad boy. Right, you have 60 damage on you. So, here's what we do. 30 damage. So you're kind of already in range, right? We're getting a KO on this Lunatone. Obviously, we're going to retreat. And I think what we do is we go for Witch's Domain, move it to the active, and take them 2 damage counters. Where do I move them? I think I move 1 here. No, I move 2 here. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. I moved them away. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm dumb. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. God damn it. I was meant to move it from this to... yeah, do you know what? Game's the game. All right, get over it. I'm just stupid. That's all. All right, G-Max Smite, whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. I should have just put 1 on here and left it, because if they hit me, they would have KO'd themselves, let alone me using my ability. For crying out loud. All right, it's fine. I'm just big braining it, okay? Because they'll hit me and then, I get to a point where I could just gust this up and use my ability and KO one of the Solrocks. I got it. I've got it figured out, all right? Before you start. I've got it figured out. I'm getting really hungry. You have to forgive me. I've got some stomach problems today. Unfortunately, drank a mocha in the morning for the first time in a while, and my stomach went, ooh, I don't like that. Not a fan of that bad boy. I don't remember the last time you had one of them, Chief. About a year? Ooh, Jesus. But it has given me a bit of an energy, but I've been cranking out content today. Going crazy, doing a little bit of wabam. Right, they're going to hit me for some good bloody damage. In fact, I might be able to KO this Donny with just my ability. Yes! We should be fine, right? Because they hit me, they take 20 damage, brings them down to 30. If I get 1 more Hatterene in play, I can put 40 on this bad boy. And that's just taking a KO. This is what I like. Like, the single prize matchups are actually quite good for us because we just take multiple prize turns where effectively we shouldn't be, which is really fun. And you can see the complete dynamic, right, of where this deck will do well and where it will do terrible. Because Lugia, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. But with something like Reggie's or something, you could really try and manipulate the game a little bit to your advantage, although Reggie has the scoop up next to remove damage output. So there's that, unfortunately. But the single prize is very interesting for us because you can manipulate things to take multiple prize turns, which is really strong against single prize decks. Right, that's going to be 180 right now, isn't it? 180. And also, yeah, moving damage around this damage range out of the way can also buy us a turn where they would have KO'd us, right? So that's also interesting to know. So there's the Moonkinesis. They're going to take 20. That's big for us. Let's put damage down here. I'm gonna revoke their right to using that. Let's do that. Let's just remove their right. I think a Marnie is definitely the move. Let's Marnie first before we commit to anything else. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, and do I V-Star power here? I think I V-Star for a Guru, Bibarel. I could go for another Hatterene here, but I want consistent draw now, right? So, okay, first things first, I'm the realist. Let's go ahead and Witch's Domain. Off of the active. There's one. Okay. And then we do it again for the KO. Off of the active. If they KO and they bring another thing into the active, can I continue the ability? Or does the ability just stop there with the one? I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I wonder how that works. Oh, we got the Evo Incense. Oh, that's poggers, bro. That's so poggers, dude. Oh, we can't. The ability stops. That kind of sucks. Oh, all right. Although we could Evo for another one, but it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? Well, it kind of does. We can move it with Alakazam. Let's go for the third. Let's do it. I know I wanted that for Bibarel, but here we go. Let's get a third Hatterene out. And then we're going to go ahead and move more damage off of the active onto this Lunatone. And then Alakazam, that damage onto, I think, the Solrock. Yes. Because that puts it in a Gust KO with just Hatterene's Witch Domain. So, and we can Gust next turn. So let's G-Max Smite again. And they're going to have to go for some big energy to be able to get a KO here. Yeah, this is looking really, really, really nice. We're working. We're slowly making our ways, you know, slowly getting to that point of doing some business, you know what I mean? Doing some work and all that jazz. Doing some, Bruno, oh no. They could also scoop this up to kind of remove that effect, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine enough. The fact that they take damage hitting us effectively can put them in some pretty good range anyway, so... Yeah, this is a very, very strong matchup for us. I'm actually quite enjoying this now. Look at the complete dichotomy, the horror of playing against Lugia and the heaven-like experience of playing against this. They didn't scoop up this. Obviously, they need to draw cards and all that jazz. We get some rescue carriers, but interesting. Very, very interesting. That's for sure. All right, Lunatone. Got another one ready already. Should they have promoted this one then? But then, no, to be fair... No, because if they didn't have the guaranteed scoop up net, then I could just KO this with a straight Hatterene, which is Domain. And then take another... Yeah, I could have had easily another 2-price turn. But I'm going to have another 2-price turn anyway. Even if they KO me here, I'm going to have another 2-price turn. So I'm just going to Gust this up, KO it with my abilities, and then just... Although, if they get a KO here, things could go wrong. Ooh, that's a yikes! Oh, that's a big yikes, mate. Okay. I think what we do here is we do Gust. We do get the boss. And just heal off our Hatterene. Oh, this is just dangerous, mate. This is absolutely dangerous. Do that, and then go again with this Witch's Domain to KO. Obviously, with the next one, we'll do the same. And we heal off at the same time. It's great fun. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, baby. See you later. Yeah, there's the scoop. All right, I tell you what, this deck isn't that great. But we did challenge a couple of top-tier stuff, which is really, really cool to see. Lugia destroyed us, obviously. But that Duraludon matchup, that was very, very, very close. So I did actually enjoy it quite a bit. It would have been nice to maybe have a 4th Hatterene and really just go ham with it. But yeah, I mean, Hatterene's an interesting card. If you're just mucking about on the ladder, it's a really good choice. And it is really fun at the end of the day, taking these extra prizes where they may not expect it, or just fixing maths where they may not expect it. Oh, my server just went. That's lovely. All right, we're going to go leave it there. That's a good sign. Take care of yourself, subscribe, and peace.